Alright, so let's see what we got. What did we got? Hold on a second. We got something. Ah, yes, academic discussions. Yes. Oh, boost learning rate, specifically. But it consumes vast amounts of knowledge to do it. Hmm. I'm thinking seriously of switching over to just gathering. Um, for a bit. Gathering learning rate wouldn't matter. Or maybe recharging my 4x time. Recharging that might be good too. Um, wow, this just consumes everything quickly, doesn't it? Academic discussions are exhausting, as it turns out. My gosh, does it just devour your energy? Like it's gone in an instant. Whew. Huh. Well... Hmm. Our charisma's higher, so we're getting more. Hmm. I'm overthinking things. Do everything for a little bit. Edit. I would like to add... Oh shoot, I have negotiation. Where was that? Oh my gosh, I found it! Alright, hold on a second. Save. I was looking for this earlier. Okay, so everything all at once. It's fine. Um, that would result in slow gain. Okay, but this stat, it only goes to 100. No, stop, cancel. I'm just trying to look at it. Okay, negotiation. Mm-hmm. And it goes up to 100, so it's only gonna be... I guess it's going to cut the price down to a third? Hmm. It drains my energy quickly, it does. Everything eats so much energy these days. Anyway, I'm just gonna set it to everything for a bit. Not efficient, so it involves things like rocks and wood, but it'll get everything up to a baseline level. You can see some of these things are moving quickly when you haven't done much of them, and other things are moving super slowly. And we never use rest at home, so uh oh man, I'm so close to getting those. Yeah, so here, buy some rocks. Oh hey, I can sell. I found it. What would I want to sell? I don't even know. Here it is. Buy max rock. Which is only 84 as it turns out, but you know, whatever. The leaking knowledge is an issue, though. I am casting this, but it's not able to keep up. Let's see if this keeps up. No. No, it does not. Well, how about that? I'm gonna have to add... Oh, these are done. I'm gonna have to add just a smidge more of book. If I can find it. My gosh, there's so many things here. Just read books. Walking beggar, street clean, gossip, push up, read book. You were an early one. Alright, there you go. Not enough? Ha! I might have to make the reading books 3 times as much as the rest. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Okay, alright, fine. No, not home errands. Read book. Okay. There. Oh, you will definitely hold on. That's plenty. Okay, good enough. Win. Although there are other ways. If I were to get more paper... Hmm. Yeah. And as for this ruby pendant, well, why wouldn't I? As we're doing a little quarrying in the mix, we will end up with more rubies and sapphires. So that's good. Alright, anyway, I'm going to leave it in this state for a little while. I think that's fine. Alright. You spent a long time trying to figure out what to do with your pickaxe. Eventually you decided to throw it aside and try breaking the stone with your bare hands, which sincerely amused the local stonemasons. At first they watched your attempts with a mix of confusion and pity, but as the day wore on, your determination, if not your technique, began to earn their respect. By evening, leaving the tavern together with them, you realized you had found yourself friends. The laughter returned into camaraderie, and your bruised knuckles became a badge of honor. Happiness isn't in the stone, right? But it might just be the company of those who understand the value of persistence, even when it looks ridiculous. Now you're back at the quarry, this time with proper tools and a group of friends who occasionally chuckle at your early attempts, but always share their lunch and their wisdom. This might explain why he was getting such a small amount of stone from the quarrying. The accidental axe champion. Today you won an unexpected competition in axe throwing, without even wanting to. You were doing your usually logging work when, mid-swing, you miscalculated and the axe slipped from your hands. After spinning through the air for what felt like eternity, it masterfully knocked the hat off the head of a passing village elder. The precision was impressive, if only it had been intentional. Despite your pride in the accuracy, you spent the entire day convincing the local council of elders not to ban you from logging in the settlement area. Your argument about demonstrating exemptional axe control didn't quite land as intended. But eventually they agreed that accidents happen to everyone. Now you're back to chopping wood, though you've developed a habit of checking for any approaching officials before each swing. The elders still give you nervous glances when they pass the village square. Well, today you once again gave a passionate motivational speak to the locals in the square. You wouldn't believe what happened. For the first time, you were not pelted with banana peels. A couple of guys even applauded. Oh my God, we're still going. Today at the market, you were chatting with a friendly man who gathers berries and herbs in the forest and sells them. You brought berries from him before, so once again you ask for your favorite, blueberries. Good choice. However, mid-conversation, you accidentally switched to another language. The vendor, pretending to understand, nodded thoughtfully. You return the next day with 10 leaves of something that looks suspiciously like aloe vera. Not wanting to waste a perfectly good plant, you brewed a healing potion. You spent the next half day sitting in a meditative pose, not in pursuit of enlightenment, but because your stomach refused to cooperate. Still, you've learned a valuable lesson. Not only have your language skills improved, but you have to choose your words more carefully, especially when it comes to food. You know what's funny to me? I was thinking about this the other day. There were thousands of kinds of berries, but when you go to the store, they only have a few kinds available. They'll have blueberries and strawberries, and often that'll be just about it. There'll be, maybe one or two other kinds, raspberries and blackberries if you're lucky. Maybe it's different in other places, but I wish there was a wider variety of fruit available. The fossil finder. You finally mastered your pickaxe properly. The stones still don't come out even. Often they're jagged and rough. But today you found something extraordinarily in yet another split rock. What appears to be a trilobite fossil. Excited by your discovery, you carried it to a local paleontologist, imagining yourself as a great explorer of ancient times. However, he refused to take it, claiming it was just someone's old shoe that got stuck in the mud and dried up. His scientific expertise was apparently not impressed by your prehistoric footwear. Undeterred by his skepticism, you kept the fossil for yourself. Now every time you look at it, you proudly display your paleo shoe to anyone who will listen. The stones may be uneven, but you found something even more valuable, a story that gets better with each telling, and a fossil that's definitely not an old shoe. Probably. After 500 sessions of what you've come to call organized chaos management, okay, you've achieved something remarkable. Your camp now has designated zones for everything. A proper kitchen, a stone fire pit, a reading nook under a large tree, and even a guest area for the rare visitor who doesn't immediately flee from your eccentric lifestyle. Are you living RimWorld? The RimWorld lifestyle? You developed a system so efficient that you can find any item within 30 seconds. A personal record that would impress even the most organized librarian. The local merchants have started referring to you as that person who actually knows where their things are. Really? They do? Huh. It's not exactly a title you dreamed of, but it's honest recognition for your domestic achievements. Your organizational skills have become legendary. Rumor has it that even the town's neighbor is considering hiring you for reorganizing City Hall, but deciding against it after seeing your creative filing system. So have we reached the peak of that particular skill? What do we call these? Activities? In deep meditation in the forest, you're suddenly interrupted by a rustle of branches and heavy footsteps. Convinced it was a bear, you panicked and shouted the first spell that came to mind. The bear fell to the ground with a loud thud, followed by louder cursing. It was then you realized that bears didn't typically curse in the local dialect. Oh, boo-boo, he's smarter than the average bear. Cast another spell, quick. Turns out it's a local forester who had been watching your meditation sessions with great interest. Fortunately, your spell misfired and only caused a minor stuttering problem. You had to escort him to the healer for an anti-stuttering potion. The forester now gives you a wide berth, but at least you've proven that your magic can affect something other than your own concentration. You decided to take an evening stroll through the forest when you spotted a wolf. You ran as fast as you could to a tree and grabbed onto a branch with your hands. The wolf turned out to be patient and sat for a long time watching you with hungry eyes. Eventually your hands couldn't hold on and slipped along the branch, but you got caught by your pants on a lower branch, which saved you. Now those pants are a talisman, which you wear in every training session in case your arms fail again. I wasn't expecting to do quite so much reading. Wow, oh my gosh. Your neighbor's horse fell ill, and you decided to take advantage of the opportunity to test your strength, so you harnessed yourself to the plow and got to work. By evening, a crowd had gathered in the yard to watch the spectacle. They clapped and shouted slogans in your support. As a result, it all turned into a loud party in your honor. Man, I kind of would love to see all of this rewritten by Mark Twain. It's kind of got the right vibe for him, but he would make these hilarious. These little anecdotes. You decided to test your stamina limits. You worked in the garden all day and after finishing, agreed to help your neighbors. Satisfied with your endurance, you settled down to sleep. Early in the morning, you were awakened by muscle soreness and a queue of people eager to help you test your endurance. You won't make such mistakes again. Okay, we've unlocked crafting training. We have something new in the shop. Oh, hey, it's that metaphysics book. I will buy it. Oh my gosh, I can afford land. I can make enchanted scissors. Oh, precision measuring tools. This is new. That'll help with our alchemy. Oh, the cursed haircut. After purchasing your enchanted scissors, you were so excited that you immediately ran to show them to your neighbor. I explained they were special scissors designed for paper crafting and enchanting paper products. Your neighbor, however, was more interested in their potential for a haircut. Despite your warnings, he insisted on borrowing them. The next day, he returned the scissors, sporting a bizarre hairstyle with aloe vera leaves and cactus pieces stuck to his head. He was furious, shouting at him that you should have warned that the scissors were cursed. You calmly reminded him that he specifically told they were for cutting paper, not hair. He stormed off, muttering about magical equipment safety warnings, and you quietly returned to your paper crafting with a satisfied smile. All right, meditative insight, memory and magical ability. This one's going to boost crafting effort. Knowledge capacity and mana capacity. And we should be able to get towards magical research and magical analysis. Yeah, we definitely progressed a lot during this anything everything session. Let's see. Okay. This looks good. My magical ability and memory are skyrocketing right now. Absolutely skyrocketing. We'll be able to cast our spells harder. Let's see. Learn self-organization can keep going. Where's that? Let's see, I think one of my things is completely done now. The coring and woodcutting got quite a bit better. We'll have to check how much supplies we got. But, yeah, that's good. You can do crafting trading for a minute. Oh shit, why is that hurting my health? What are you doing? How are you injuring yourself? Do I have to take your hammer away because instead of hammering the wood, you keep hitting your head? Yeah, that sounds like something this guy would do. Honestly, this guy sounds like he gets a lot of blows to the head. Alright, well... I do want living space. We're probably going to go hard on the land purchasing. Looks like I have some wood and some stone, but not a lot. Specifically, yeah, I got 46 and 35. Well, that'll get us a little bit. Oh, that's it for that. So, you know, we're a little bit better here and there. Alright, big mana capacity boost. Not too worried about spell XP at this time. Now, you really should get some more paper. Hmm. Let's see. Alright, there we go. We got a little bit of this and that. And why not add a little more health while we're at it? Because we can. Okay, let's see. Structures. I'll take some. Well, I didn't go very far, did it? Oh, well. Oh, good. Your knowledge is maxed. Continue to push that magical prowess. Oh, to get a little more craft training in. Yeah, you know, this seems like it's a good boost. Not huge, but it's something. Okay, next. I'm not crafting any potions at this time, yeah? Okay, the only things we were crafting were rubies and sapphires. Oh, mental potions, but I'm not actually in a place where I can get those. The ingredients, I think. Anyway, we gotta... I could go for a big potion boost, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Did I just gain a new action? What did I just gain? Magical analysis just became available. Oh, is that so? Hmm. Well, well, well. Look at that. Magical research is a way to make money. I think you should gain knowledge from doing magical research. I've got this over 1,000 now. The only reason mana capacity is important is because it locks you. Having high mana lets you buy things. But I think we purchased all the magical tools at this point. So I need to increase my knowledge maximum. Otherwise, everything is just coins. It might be time to get serious about my finances again. That would mean buying lots of rocks, wouldn't it? Well, I suppose it wouldn't be too bad to spend some time doing that. Alright, let's have a look. Currently building is 52k, and I'm salesperson is 67k. And magical research is terrible. Magical research is a very bad way to gain money. Well, what can you do? I guess I could continue to level up a little bit longer, but it's only gaining me 300 XP, where this is getting me 3,000. I mean, the differences are so extreme. In the meantime, physical training and physical discount. Yes, please. Alright, there we go. That's good. Whoa. Oh no, how am I over here now? Do we want this? Not especially. Energy income. Heart of oak. Masterful crafting. I'd like a skill that gave me an extra potion sometimes. With no cost or something. Where should we go next? I think it's north. I think we go for this one next, right? Actually, none of these cost 1 point. There's no real good cap up here like there were on the others. At this point, we could access anywhere in the tree if we wanted to push for it. If we were willing to drink an amnesia potion, we could probably get anything on this entire grid that isn't locked. The problem is, all of these are kind of marginal. There's nothing really to work towards. I could see using amnesia potions to try to slip in and out of different builds, but there's nothing that you really want to build towards in here. I guess I'll just take some social learning boost. Social learning seems good. Alright. Well, I leveled this up some. It's, it's some. Clearly, though, we need to be a salesman. That's where it's at. Alright, next up, we're going to put this... I'm going to try bringing this up to a 6. Let's see what happens. Yeah, our mana's pretty good right now. We got a huge boost. Alright, I'm getting away with an 8. I'm a little bit surprised I can. I'm wondering if I should just be casting every spell simultaneously. Now, unfortunately, 71 million, even when I gun it to absurd degrees, it still takes a long time to fill in. Alright, how's that? Better? I don't need these on. Alright, fine, we'll go back down to 8. Really? We're still training? That's funny. I'm still draining until it expires, huh? Alright, well, we'll take a moment to let it do... Get some crafting training, why not? The mana does not refill quickly, does it? Do some magical analysis. Okay, don't do that. We're actually trying to get our mana to refill. Right, so... Alright, we're going to turn this back on. Seems good. Okay, we've hit a nice equilibrium here. So this is just going to run. Now, I can purchase more land. What am I going to do with that land? I can build some nice stone workshops for a huge boost to my crafting. I kind of want to go with the plantations, which would mean I'd need the wells. So that's 10, and then I'd need a bunch of these, and they're expensive. to start getting the herbs rolling. What about our furniture situation? Ah, I never finished the personal gyms. Okay, we've got those. Do we need spell XP? Not especially. Do we need restoration magic? Not especially at the moment. Ah. I can fit in a couple more drying racks. Let's see, because this is another 8. Man. Yeah, the price to start doing farm work is really high. Like, really, really high. If I were to push the underground cellars, and then I were to push into... do we even have enough? I'll probably have to gather herbs to get the things to plant. How many herb gardens do I really want? Honestly. Let me see. Titan leaf, duckweed. Okay. 6, 7, 8, and this is going to be 10. I want 10. Would be nice to pick up a couple extra, but, let's say 10 for a start. Okay. That would be 30, 40, let's call it 50 living space. Let's call it 50 living space is what I'm gunning for. Now, I am capable of selling things off. I can always chuck some furniture out the window. I should definitely get the Herb Handbook 3. I should definitely get the Herb Handbook 3 before I plant anything. And that means money! My max coins has to go up. Oh, let's see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit. Well, I suppose... I'll just find some junk to watch or something. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll buy rocks. I'll increase the cellar. That'll probably get me to where I need to be financially. If not, well, I can always buy some urns. A single urn gives me millions of coin capacity. So, you know what? That's way easier than what I was gonna do. I'm already at 80 million. That handbook is looking mighty doable suddenly. Yeah, that's 83. Oh, but not 0.7 yet, huh? Huh? Yeah, this might work. I do want to build up that magic analysis more. And meditative insight as well. Ah, well. What do you think, Mr. Unlocks? Oh. Yeah, that's a long way off. For mining? For iron ore. Then we'd probably just end up buying it from the shop, but hey, that might be a big deal. Customer service. That's another way to make money. That may or may not be worth doing, depending on how good it is. Alchemy speed is not yet my issue, but eventually it will be a bottleneck someday. Develop the world magical energies. This that's hard. That's really hard. I don't think we're doing that yet. I don't think I'm really going to be going for this one or this one anytime soon unless a new skill unlocks to help me strength train. I'm not concerned about this skill at all. So that leaves charisma as a maybe. Maybe I want that. I'll just buy another urn. Okay, there you go. That's all the urn you're going to be able to get. All right. With that, we're going to be able to purchase even more land. And then maybe we'll sell all the urns afterwards. I don't know. But the Herbs Handbook, it will be mine. I think I will buy a crap ton of rocks, actually. Jeez, or should I try to get to the next job and hope it gives me more money? And then there's these, and... like, there's a question of whether or not I'll grow everything, or if I'll keep scavenging. If I want to keep scavenging, then maybe I... but if I want to go all... then maybe I throw away the drying racks and stuff for space, and that would let me put even more plantations in. Oh, I don't know. Let's find out what this does before we theorize any further. We own a lot of land. A whole lot of land. You know, I could also make my income go in faster by just being more magical and upping the illusion strength. Okay, is something appeared over here? What is it? I don't see any new potion. I don't see anything. What did it do? These are all the same potions I had before. I don't get it. I don't get it. What did it do? Something right in front of me, right? I could just rig it up to constantly brew whatever it could. Oh well. More land! I said I needed 50. Well, I'm nowhere near that. However, I might very well... yeah, I'll probably get another 10 land. Then maybe I will... well, if I spend time buying rocks, if I max out my underground cellar, I could probably buy yet another urn or two. And then maybe I'd go so far as to make more wooden caskets. And then I could buy even more things, but I definitely wouldn't cross into the billions range. There are illusions coming up. Stronger illusions. I should find out what those do. Yeah, I can purchase one more land upgrade. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy stone and wood and stuff. And I'm going to just upgrade things. I'm going to get this coins as high as I possibly can. But while I'm doing that, I can get started. I don't have to wait until that finishes. So let's see, the wells. Those aren't too expensive. The fertilization stations. They don't seem too bad. Alright, there you go. You got fertilizer, you got water. Then you go over to here and you say herb plantation. Now, I'm going to need more wooden beams. Hey, can you just sell me some wooden beams? Actually, you can't. Huh. Alright, that's fine. I can craft them myself. Okay, plantations. Emberleaf, Mystic Bloom, Nightshade, Harmony Blossom. This is not a full list of all the things. Oh, hey, I'm already having planted berries. It's so slow. Okay, we need to figure out what all we need. So, first of all, I want... Wait, I don't remember a crafting potion. I think that's the new potion. I think so. Oh, it's Titan's potion. Titan leaf and duckweed. Okay, simple enough. Titan leaf and duckweed. Why not? I could make duckweed at least, but no Titan leaf. Wet Boots Epiphany! After long hours collecting duckweed, you once again came home with wet boots. You thought you should buy better boots, then it dawned on you. There's also a swampy area near you where you could try growing duckweed. Okay. How about that? Back to the shop, buy rock. Okay, good. Rock get. Now, let's see, still sawing away at my wooden beams. Good. Alright, back to property. Each one is more expensive than the one before. What a shocker there. However... Okay, so I can't just make that. It looks to me like I'm going to be stuck gathering certain goods no matter what I do. What happened here? There are new plants available. Oh, crap. My new knowledge means there are new things out there. Oh, no, we have to figure out what they all are. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Right, so I would like... Alright, the Perseverance Potion, Still Fern Focus Berry. I cannot grow Still Fern, but I can grow Focus Berries. Sitting on the bench, admiring the sunset and chewing your favorite Focus Berry berries. They can always help you concentrate. Suddenly, you glance through an old tilted tent and notice that one of the plants seems to have sprouted. You realize you could grow them at home, too. They just need shade and moisture. He's a genius. He's realized he can grow plants. Amazing. Alright, so, next question. Let's see. Mind Root, Think Root, Azure Bloom, Nightshade. mind root. There's think root. Looks like ginseng or something. Your think root helps you sleep better, and after that, you even remember where you put your reading glasses. So you planned a plantation near your home. However, the next day you were still trying to remember where exactly you planted them. Actually, looks more like ginger, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. I might as well just grow one of everything. Yesterday, you decided to mow the grass near your home. Deciding to rest a bit, you lay down under a tree and fell asleep. However, the treacherous shadow didn't wait for you to wake up and went against the sun, leaving you to burn. Waking up, you felt that everything was burning except your left heel, which it was friendly touched by an aloe vera that had sprouted under the alder. Without thinking, you looked to the root shoots and carefully transplanted them. You'll now have a guardian angel against birds. It would have to have been cut open and gotten its sap on you for that to make any sense at all. Alright, well, anyway, let's see. Hey, look at... Oh, man, I only got one? Man. We're going to keep increasing our gold so that we can buy more stuff. I don't need berries. Yeah, stop the berries. I guess I'll take ginseng. You have repeatedly noticed that after drinking ginseng tea, you endured the heat more easily and managed to bypass more tents in search of the most profitable price for your favorite sausages. So the argument with your neighbor about whether he would outlive you became the last straw. Filled with determination, you set about replenishing your own supply of longevity by planting ginseng. I tried ginseng tea once. The ginseng tea I had tasted horrible. Alright, I still need at the very least to plant a few more things. I don't know why there's so many things I'm just not allowed to plant at all, though. That's annoying. Let's see. I'm gonna need more wooden beams. So I might as well start there. Yeah, we're gonna get all the things planting, but I'm afraid that with the exception of the mushroom, everything else I already had a decent stock of. So these aren't really the things I needed to plant, but I'll get every single one of them growing anyway. And we'll take it from there. We'll have to search all of this. And I really do want to get into, well, I want to do a lot of things. I need to get to 7.5 knowledge. If I can do that, I can get some stronger illusions, and I don't know what those will do, but I'm curious. How could I get more knowledge again? Unfortunately, it requires a lot of knowledge. I'll have to shift my spells around. Anyway. We'll see what we can do. I was able to squeeze in at least one more little property, which got me 2 more plantations. I don't know why I'd put plantation under workshop. Alright, there's the nightshade, and you accidentally ate nightshade. Well, don't do that. You realize it has special properties for magic and intend to use it for dream experiments. I wouldn't recommend that. And, I'll plant that. It's going to take so long just to pay for itself unless I can find a way to speed up plant growth a lot. Walking at cliffs near the settlement, you once again slipped on moss. While you're flying down, you remembered all the Latin and alchemical recipes you knew. Finally landing on something soft, you looked around and realized it's the same moss you had just cursed that saved you. So you're going to plant some near your home. Anyway, we got to get the mushroom, the algae, and then whatever these three things are. So, I guess 5 more plantations before I'm satisfied. For now. Need ember leaf. These mental potions, I would like to get them, you know. I'd like to get a lot of these things. Alright. Auto rebalance. Good luck. Make for me whatever you can make. I'll take anything. And now I'm just gonna kinda do something else while my hand clicks on this every once in a while. I only have to check on this like every 5 minutes. How about that? Do we want paper also? Maybe we want everything. I don't know.